Gervais, he warned every single one of them years ago, right to their faces. He looked a room full of Hollywood's most powerful people dead in the eye and told them, they're coming for you.
You could binge watch the entire first season of Afterlife instead of watching this show. That's a show about a man who wants to kill himself because his wife dies of cancer, and it's still more fun than this, okay? Spoiler alert, season 2 is on the way, so in the end, he obviously didn't kill himself. Just like Jeffrey Epstein. Shut up! I know he's your friend, but I don't care. You like to make your own way here in your own plane, didn't you?
I know you clicked because you want to know the truth, and that's exactly what you're going to get. Because this isn't just about Ricky Gervais making funny jokes at awards shows. This is about a man who stood in a room full of Hollywood's most powerful people and told them what was coming before anyone else had the guts to say it out loud. By the time you finish this video, you're going to see exactly which names Ricky pointed at, and why those same names are now keeping a very low profile. You're going to see the pattern, and once you see it, you won't be able to unsee it.
It's asking me back to do those awards, and the actual actors and actresses in the audience, they looked terrified at the idea of you mentioning their name. Did you feel that? I did, and I noticed it the first time I didn't get it. Like when the first one I did it, people would come up and say, what are you going to say about me? I think, why do you care? I only go after their public behaviours. I don't, expose anything about them or nothing that bad. What made you think, you know what, I'm just going to hammer them? When they said, do you want to host the Golden Globes, all that stuff I said in the show was true. I said, I'm going to write my own jokes. Right? And I thought, who do I pander to? The 200 richest people in the room, or the 200 million people watching at home who aren't winning awards, who aren't millionaires?
But before we get into the names, you need to know what's actually going on. Because if you don't have the background, none of this will make sense. Don't worry, I will keep it short. Now, I'm not going to go so deep into who is Epstein and what he did, but the thing that only matters is he died in prison. And the official story is suicide. And a lot of people, including Ricky Gervais, have never bought that story. The Epstein files are court documents, FBI records, and flight logs that name the people connected to him. Here's the problem. A huge chunk of those files are still sealed or covered in black marks. We're talking 70 to 80% of some documents still hidden from the public. So when people say a name isn't in the files, that's not the full picture. There's a lot we simply haven't been allowed to see yet. Right now, the files are slowly being released, and Epstein survivor Lisa Phillips went on live TV and said she has her own list. She looked straight into the camera and said she knows exactly who was involved, and she's not afraid to say it.
Transparency is justice. Release the files, end the secrecy, and stand with us in declaring that no one, no billionaires, no politicians, not world leaders, is above the law.
And then there's Ricky Gervais, a British comedian and writer who hosted the Golden Globes multiple times and used every single one of those stages to fire shots at Hollywood, through jokes, punchlines, comedy. But as you're about to see, those jokes were never just jokes.